Hello, howdy, good now, everyone. I uploaded real late last night, so I apologize for that. I was like sitting on the couch, and I'm like, did I upload the video? So I'm sure you don't mind. You can watch it anytime, right? But if you were like sitting down for dinner and you're like, "Where's my entertainment?" I apologize for that. Anyway, it is Friday. It's about 1500 hours right now. It's beautiful outside, 75 and sunny. The high today is 81. I don't think it ever got that hot though. It was pretty mild. Today's back. It's either back or shoulders. I don't remember. I'm fine with either one. I'd prefer back. I like back. Back is my favorite, at least for right now. It's my favorite right now. Really enjoy it. Looking forward to a fun-filled weekend. Essentially, what I've got going on is we're going camping or whatever, and I haven't been camping in years, and it's going to be a good time. Perhaps. Who knows? But yeah, I'm gonna see the fam, have some times, whatever. My weight is fluctuating wildly, like just up and down and up and down. Like, right after my show and the few days after that, when I was just kind of like being a pig a little bit about food, yeah, that makes sense. Going up, I was like 184 on stage, and then the next day I was like 200, then I was like 197. But then the day after that I was 193, the day after that I was 187. And then today I'm back up to like 193. And I'm like, what is going on? Because like my diet's not, off the charts freaking nuts. So it's what I've been doing. I'm just retaining and losing and retaining and losing water, I think. That's what I think is going on. The system shock post show is kind of large, I guess. I don't really know what I'm trying to say there. But yeah. So I'm feeling good. I'm a little sleepy, more than a little sleepy. Honestly, so like the day of my show, I slept like crap, obviously. The day after, I slept pretty good. The day after that, I slept pretty good. And then these last 2 nights, I've had a little bit of trouble with sleep. So I'm been waking up a little tired here and there. Like today, I'm pretty tired, but it's not a big deal. I'm not like exhausted, right? I just could maybe have used a couple more hours of Z time. But what are you gonna do? I've really been enjoying the pumps though. I got like pumps when I was on prep, but those disappeared like 2 weeks out, 1 week out, 3 weeks out. I really kind of stopped showing up. And like when I got a pump on prep on a hard diet, it was sort of half-hearted. Like I really kind of had to flex it out to get that that pump feeling. But now these last few days I've just been chest day was pretty good. My arm day was just a fantastic pump. That was outrageous. I was like coming up here and I literally couldn't make a fist because my forearm was so tight, and I couldn't like close my arm any more than this because my biceps were just pumped to the point of exploding, and that was awesome. And then yesterday I had a pretty fierce leg pump too. Just like super vascular, super swollen. that was cool. And it's really cool to have all that come back after the show, because, it makes you feel good and you look like awesome. So, excuse me. Like I said, I'm a little sleepy. But, again, it's just what a killer feeling that is. That really, really is. I might actually stop at the gas station or something, pick up a Monster Energy. I don't know. I might. Doesn't sound bad. I'll have to think about it. But yeah, I don't remember if today's back or shoulders. You think I would know by now? We've been doing the same workout for like 4 months. You think I would know the split, but I don't. Ooh, a hawk. It's a red-shouldered hawk. Those are cool-looking birds. Oop, green light. Got distracted by the local fauna. Bird watching kind of sneaks up on you, because like when you're young, you're like, bird watching, that's just something that old people do. It's stupid. And then one day you're kind of like, well, I'll be darned, that's a golden finch. And you just kind of, I don't know, it's fun. It's kind of like just fun to spot them. I like nature. I like animals, so why not? The Ranger is still down for the count. I went over that yesterday, but that MAF sensor that I thought would take a long time to ship is actually gonna be here probably on like Monday or Tuesday, because they shipped it like 20 minutes after I placed the order, which is super cool. Big fan of that. Secondly, the distribution warehouse it's coming from is in Hebron, Kentucky, which is 1 day away, essentially. So if it ships today, Friday, it'll probably be here Monday, but I don't think that'll happen. So if it ships Monday, it'll be here probably Tuesday. And that's a pretty quick turnaround time for something that had an estimated shipping of 1 to 2 weeks. So can't be too mad about that. And I'm hoping, praying that I can just throw that in, clear the codes on the OBD, and Ranger will be running and choo-choo like new. I'm hoping, and I have a good feeling that is the case, because I've been having MAF issues. It had some trouble, and then every time I like take it out and clean it and then put it back in, it runs pretty good for a little bit. Excuse me, goodness. And then it starts to choke up again. So, pretty sure it's the MAF. Now it could be the MAF and something else, but I am positive that the MAF is at least one of, if not the singular issue on the vehicle. Other car news, I don't really have anything. I do have a cool little update. So I had to make an Amazon return, and there's a Kohl's in the mall by me, and where they do Amazon returns there. You just go to like the customer service desk and they scan it, boom, bang, bada bing. But anyway, I was there, and I was like, the shoes I wear, the blue shoes, the running shoes, those are just like Walmart piece of craps. They're cheap, but they don't really last very long. They're quite comfy, but they fall apart real quick, which, what can you expect? It's a $20 pair of shoes. But anyway, I was at the Kohl's, and I'm all like, you know what, I'm here. I might as well walk around, look around a little bit. And I found a pair of Adidas running shoes, and they were like kind of nice, and I tried them on. I'm like, wow, these are pretty comfy, and they don't look half bad. And I was looking at the price, I'm like, $47. That's not bad, for like name brand shoes. And so, being the, penny pincher that I am, I then checked on Google for the same shoes, and I found that on Adidas's website they were like $40 or so. They were slightly cheaper. I'm like, okay, I can just order them off Adidas. I don't need them right away. And then I open it up and it's like, hey, if you use the app, you get an additional 30% off. And I'm like, huh. So when all said and done, I paid $35 for a $70 pair of shoes. And I'm like, dude, that's killer. And, it's like $15 more than my Walmart shoes, but I very much expect them to last significantly longer than, because when you buy a pair of Walmart shoes, they're whatever, $12, $16, $20, whatever they are. And they work for about 6 months, and then they are kaput, trashed. So I'm thinking, or hoping, or however you'd like to phrase it, that these Adidas are going to last significantly longer, that I'm going to get hopefully like a year or two out of them. The other point of contention is that I'm quite hard on shoes, especially during prep, because I'm walking, over the course of a show prep, you do cardio and you do steps and walking and treadmill, and that's going to end up being in surplus of hundreds, if not thousands of miles, right? So you can't really blame the shoes too much. They're going under a lot of abuse, but looking forward to the new Adidas. I'm not really a Nike guy. It's not that their shoes are ugly or anything like that. They just don't really fit my feet too well. And I just kind of like the Adidas brand. I like the stripes. I don't know. And then yesterday, if you saw my bright pink bubblicious bubblegum socks, I got a lot of compliments on those. In fact, like 3 or 4 people stopped me and are like, hey, I really like your socks. Where'd you get those? And I'm like, my mama. I don't know. So, but they were popular. I'm wearing Pringles socks today. I like the graphic socks. They're fun. A little bit of spice in your life. I mean, I also have like a bunch of pairs of just like plain black and plain gray socks, but I do enjoy when I am doing the laundry and I find a pair of like my banana socks or my sumo socks or whatever. It makes me happy. But yeah, I think that energy drink is actually starting to sound like a pretty killer idea. So I think I will end the car commentary here, hop into the convenience store over here, pick up a little Monster or something, and or maybe not. I don't know. We'll find out when we find out. But anyways, I think I'm gonna let it go here, and then I will see you guys for whatever lift it is. All right, so for the first time in a long time, doing some rack pulls, and I'm just gonna try to do it raw, so to speak. I obviously have a belt on, but I don't want to use straps or anything like that. And I'm just gonna go mix grip, 2 sets of 6 to 8. If I get to 6 and I'm starting to be all like, okay, my back's gonna snap in half, then we'll do 6. But if I feel like pushing through to 8, we'll do 8. I might not even get that many, who knows? But it's 4 plates, which used to be very well within my wheelhouse, so I don't think it's like crazy heavy. But this is what we're gonna try, and if it's too heavy, I'll drop it down to like 365 or something for the next set. And basically, it's just gonna suck. So let's get to it. Here we go. Considering taking off my shoes, but how much of a difference does that make with the rack pull? It's not a deadlift. All right. losing grip. Okay, so really harsh on the hands, but not too bad on the back. But damn, did that, I mean, I don't know if you can see it, but I tore up my hands real bad. So maybe some chalk, maybe some straps, I don't know. Woo! All right, so I did chalk up a little bit. My hands still hurt like the Dickens, but hey, ain't nobody gonna stop this train from chooching right along. All right, another set. And I don't want to cook myself for the whole workout. So if we get to the point where it's like that extreme mind over matter, and I'm just pushing to push, and I'm not trying to fry my whole CNS. I got like 5 more lifts to do after this. So anyway, enough yapping. It's easier when it's over, boys. Yep. Woo. Lightweight. Easy. 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 Yeah. Easy. Okay, so pretty good. Didn't even have to like really kill myself for that. So honestly, pretty awesome. Let's see what's next. All right, so gonna be some lovely chest supported rows here. I think I'm gonna use this here machine. I don't recall if this is per arm or total. It looks like it's 1 cable, so it's probably total. So let me see real quick. Okay, it's pretty heavy. So definitely pretty heavy. And it is 2 sets of 12. So I might have overestimated my capabilities. We're gonna try it anyway. Okay, 2 sets of 12. All right. 2 sets of 12 at 160. 80 pounds per arm, if that math is right. Here we go. Golly. Kind of hitting like right on my sternum there, choking the breath out of me a little bit, but no biggie. When you guys rear view here, I do have the stringer on, might as well take advantage of it. You can judge me. Tell me how it looks. Hey, here we go. All right, we got seated cable row. We got some wide grip cables. I have 175 on the stack. We will see if that is wise. Or is it 165? Hang on a second, math. So bear with me. 10 times 12 and a half is 125. 4 times 12 and a half is 50. So yeah, 175. I was right. Quit gaslighting me. All right. But it's 2 sets of 20. Let's give it a shot. Here we go. Okay. Okay. That was like 17, but okay. It's maybe a bit heavy. A little bit heavy. So let's drop it a little bit to like 160 and see how that goes. Woo! So it's down to 162 and a half. And I think it could be the angle, the grip, whatever. I think it could be that I just did 2 pretty friggin' intense exercises. These are excuses, but I'm trying to explain why I'm going so light. And here's something I've learned as a bodybuilder. Light is not the enemy, okay? As long as you're pushing and trying, light isn't the enemy. Being a bitch is the enemy. Like being a pussy, not going to failure, not pushing yourself within reason. Don't go to failure on rack pulls. Don't go to failure on deadlift. To some extent, try to limit failure on bench and squat, okay? If it's unsafe, all right? If you're real good about your squat and you can go to failure and you got a good spotter or whatever, go for it. Same thing with bench. But like, it's about logic and it's about pushing yourself, because it's going to be just as hard to do 20 reps of 225 as it is to, okay, let's be honest, like 30, 40 reps of 225 as it is to do 10 reps of 4 plates, right? It's the same amount of effort. And for bodybuilding purposes, it's the same thing to some extent, okay? There's nuance with everything, but you get what I'm trying to say. That's the point. Anyway. If you argue the semantics of something, you will never accomplish what you're setting out to do. So here we go. I'm leaning really bad. Shoot. Holy man. All right, one more. Not one more. Next exercise. What the hell am I saying? 12 and 12 shrugs. You know the deal. You know the game with the 12 and 12 shrugs. All right. So let's play it. This is an ancient, old, fat, name brand Nautilus Smith machine. Oh, I love the old school stuff here. Here we go. That felt terrible after those rack pulls. All right, hands, lower back. Not happy with me. I'm gonna hit another one of these. I won't film it, but I'll hit another one. I promise. All right, you goobers. Underhand lat pulls. 2 sets of 12. 200-pound arenas. Come on, 200. There we go. Okay. And yeah, I love these. Here we go. 2 sets of 12. Okay, here we go. This is more than I currently weigh, so the setup's a little difficult. Okay. We aren't doing 200 today. Okay, 200 on this stack is heavier than 200 on the other stack. Holy Nikes. But I'll drop it a little bit. Oh. So I dropped to 12 and a half. That's like 187 and a half. Allegedly. We'll see. The other thing is, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm totally cooked. So maybe it was 200. Maybe I'm just a little fried. Here we go. I didn't adjust the weight. That explains why I'm dying. Oh God. Okay, so that was still 200. I'm gonna try to get 3 more. That's all I want. Okay. 2 more. We get 2 more. Okay. Shit. Our burnout pullover set. Or whatever you want to call it. I don't care. The pumpinator. Got 50 on there. Alright. 2 sets 25. And I prefer the overhand, and I prefer this sort of bar because I like the wideness. Here we go. Ah ha 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 ha. All right, one more of those. I'll show you guys the back pump. Okay, a little bit of a pump check for you. All right, so here we are, standing neutral, no flexing, no lats, engagement, whatever. Just vibing from the back. No flex. All right. We're feeling pretty wide. Let's see if I can't get this off without tearing it. I'm a little sticky today, so this is a whole trick. All right. We got a sleeve, I guess. Oh, damn. Mercy. Okay. That shouldn't have been that hard, but it was. All right. Honestly, I feel like this is a pretty good look for me. I mean, I'm not like stage ready, don't get me wrong, but I still have like the Hollywood abs, you know, like not like super diced, like superhero six pack. And yeah, what time is it? Damn. They re-released Spider-Man from 2001 today. I want to see it in theaters because it's like one of the best superhero movies ever, and I missed my windows at 4 p.m. Anyway, pretty big lat spread there. Some wings. Okay. Oh. I'm out of frame, sorry. Not bad. But anyway, decent little back day. So, you won't see me for at least a day or two, as I discussed. But when I do get back, whenever that is, it's going to be shoulders. So, once again, thank you everybody for coming out, for watching my show, my channel, my videos. All the new guys, welcome. Good to have you. Leave your comments, suggestions, questions about the gym, about cars, about how the fuck to put a shirt on because you're retarded. There we go. And I will answer them, especially about the gym and cars. Love those. Yeah, it's your boy Silverback, and I will see you guys in a few days.